Ah.
Live.
All right, peace, everyone. Jazz the medium and
Dre, Shango Rising, Speak Easy, Dad,
he all of them. He all of them.
all that, depending on how you know me. It's good.
Hey guys, welcome to my show. I'm back on Wednesdays again. What it do? What it do? What it do?
What it do?
This time it'll be much different. We'll be sharing more content. This show is basically an introduction show, but also next to it being an introduction show, I will take some questions if anybody would like to ask any questions. For anyone who is on my page, if you want to ask anything anonymously, please inbox me. If not, you can ask them up here, and I'll take your questions up here as well.
They ain't gotta be all in y'all business.
So I will be taking questions today. But welcome everyone. We're going to be doing things a little bit different this time. I know usually I just do straight the questions, but we'll also be discussing various topics. And I'll be on here most of the time with the guy of many names.
Just call me Dre, goddammit. That's the fail safe. That's the one.
And Rachel Robin will be on as well. She'll be on too. So she's not here today. She's not feeling well, but we'll catch her next time. Okay, guys?
We're going to drag her in here.
Drag her in here by the legs, huh? So while we're talking, guys, go ahead and ask any questions that you may have. And then once we hit the comments, I'll answer any questions. If not, we'll probably make it a quick night. But this will be my new platform on Wednesday. Do not forget to follow WDO Media on Facebook. And I will be able to take any questions that you may have from there. Okay. Also, if you have a product or a service and there's any ads that you want to place, we do have ad services here. So go ahead and just hit me up about that, and I can get you in the right place to the right person if you would like to have your ads advertised as well.
Unless it's OnlyFans. If it's OnlyFans, we ain't advertising the booty stuff. Unless it's good.
Okay, so let's get started with DeAndre. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
Man, to be honest, I'm more of a I can help you out type shit. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy being able to give that one answer. You'd be like, damn, I didn't even think about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy using my abilities that I have with my sharp mind, my shit talking, my healing. I don't know. I'm an asset. I know that sounds kind of vain, but people who fuck with me though. So
I have a question for you. So you know I want to challenge you.
Challenge.
What is your definition of spirituality?
My definition of spirituality is your connection with source. So that doesn't have to mean a specific thing. It could mean a bunch of different things. It could mean however you connect with and tap into just the whole, the collective. That's spirituality. Like with me, I'm a words person, and I'm a feeler. So I tap into my spirituality through the things that I express my expression, and just basically just my connection. Like I have a pretty deep connection with spirit. So I just use my air quality. I have a lot of Gemini in my chart, so I use my air quality to connect. And that's that on that.
What are some of your daily spiritual practices?
Well, I do get up every day and I say my Ori prayer, which is basically Ori is like basically like your mind, your thinking, like how you basically facilitate movement. So you know, I say my Ori prayer. I meditate. Like I don't take like a certain amount of time and do it like I probably should, but like I drive and I just go over a lot of different things in my mind, a lot of different things I want to do better. Working my way toward just having like a list of things I need to accomplish every day. Just just basically getting me right and having uh, my ship in the direction I want to be going.
Okay. Before I give my take, I'm gonna take a few of these questions. Valerie says she's been feeling like she says I've been feeling like who I thought may be Heather around me a lot lately. Let's see. Valerie, I'm also feeling like Heather's been around too. For some reason, I'm seeing your little baby a lot. I think you said your baby's name is Grace. I do follow you a little bit. So I'm seeing in my subconscious, I'm seeing Grace a lot. So I think maybe there may be an attraction to your baby. But I do feel that Heather's energy is around. Guys, I'm already familiar with who Heather is. We all went to high school together and she passed, unfortunately, at a very young age. But I feel like she is definitely in your energy. I also had a question in my inbox. And this person wants to know, will there be an income change coming or is my car replaceable? I do feel an income change coming at the turn of the year. And I mean, your car is repairable, but I see you getting a different car. So I see you in a new car. I don't know. It may have to do with the turn of your income that may bring you a newer car. I hope this answers your question. You want to do the next one? It says, how do we connect with our ancestors more? How to build a stronger relationship with them?
I mean, it's a lot of different things that you can do to build a stronger relationship with your ancestors. One thing that you can do is you can build an altar. You can light a candle and have you a glass of water and just actually sit and have a conversation with them. I mean, because they're all like their energy is omnipresent. It's around. You know what I mean? You can actually access them. I mean, you can just take time to take and do better for yourself. Being able to be more in touch with yourself will allow you to be more in touch with your ancestors. So, I mean, it's not anything hard or, something you got to, search for. It's really some simple things that you can do to really connect and, invite your ancestors in to your environment, your energy.
I think an important aspect of connecting with your ancestors is remembering them. Like with my mom, my 4-year-old, she was 1 or 2 when my mom died. So I talk to her about my mom all the time. When she sees a picture, she knows who my mom is. So just telling stories and talking about them. And also, if you want messages from them, pay attention to your dreams, because they do come to visit us in the dream state. That's probably safer than them popping up to you while you're sitting up in the room watching TV. Pay attention to those because they do. And they also carry messages. So if you see certain birds or certain types of messengers and you happen to be thinking of your loved one, that could very much be them as well too.
Scents. Sometimes you'll smell a scent that will connect you to a memory or thing. Just pay attention. You just got to be open. Be aware.
My grandma used to have a favorite perfume, Red Door, by Elizabeth Arden. And whenever I smell it, I can smell it strong. I know it's my grandma, especially if it's nowhere near my house. I don't wear it, but I'll smell it. I know it's her. So I wanted to give my take on spirituality. I think spirituality is all about your connection with yourself. It's about becoming more enlightened, becoming more connected to source, and doing things in your life to evolve your soul or your spirit. That's what I think spirituality is. I think spirituality is very much an individual journey. I think it's something that we all go through differently. I don't think everybody's spiritual journey look alike. So I do feel that, whatever your vessel is, to find yourself as your vessel, whether you choose a religion or you choose certain spiritual practices or you choose a different tradition, that's your choice. And that's your vessel to help you get to where you need to go. But it's definitely about self-work and taking a moment to look at yourself every day to evolve every day. So one of my spiritual practices that I do every morning is I always think of a way that I can evolve. One thing I do in the morning before I even get out of bed is that I meditate for at least 10 to 20 minutes. You can meditate longer. I don't need that long. It's maybe 15, 20 minutes. I take a moment to meditate. just kind of get my thoughts together. I'm getting back in the journal. So I try to journal first thing in the morning. I operate better when I get all that stuff out the way. Then I'll, get up, put my feet down and I ground. I also try to do altar work. And when I do altar work, that's when I do my prayers and my mantras and stuff like that. And those are basically my spiritual practices. But most of the time, I'm constantly in communication with my internal compass. And that internal compass, everybody has one that helps guide you to be in alignment to where you need to be. It's when we don't listen to ourselves and we listen to everything outside of ourselves is when we tend to get lost or confused.
Very true. A lot of things, what I like to do is I like to just ask myself the question. Like a lot of times you can just, whatever questions that you have, you just ask yourself and then you just be open enough for the answer and you will be led. You might not have like a voice that comes into your head. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Sometimes you'll ask a question and it will lead you right to the process of what it is that you're trying to find. So it's like you have all the answers. So, and another thing I like to piggyback off of what Jazz said as far as spirituality is like a mirror. Like you can find yourself in everything. You can find, and that's why I was kind of alluding to when I was saying that, like, I just try to find it, like spirituality and everything, because it's like everything is connected to you. I mean, if you can sit and think about it for a second, you can find a connection to pretty much any and everything. So it's like, it's just sometimes being astounded by how tangible things are, like how now the things that you think that are so tangible are actually more tangible than you think. So it's a big mirror effect. Spirituality it is.
So also, guys, if you want to ask me a question anonymously, I do have my inbox open. So if you are live on my Facebook page, please shoot me an inbox and I can answer your question anonymously on here, okay? I got a question right here and it says, I'll let you do this one, but she wants to know what things are to come for me in the next 6 months.
Well, you gotta let me bring my cards out or something. I was, hold on. I can figure we can get to the bottom of it, but
I just kind of sprung it on him, like, just pull your cards out. So while he's pulling his cards out, we'll just continue talking. Also, guys, if there's anything on here that who's calling me? If there is anything on here that you would like me to talk about, any topic or anything, please let me know. I would love to answer any question that you might have. I'll take the next question while he's waiting. Can I have a general about my sex life? Ooh. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, I got a book coming out. book coming. So be checking it out. It is erotica. And it's good. DeAndre's got a few jewels up in there too.
Yeah, I put my little pieces there and there.
What you think about the book so far?
I like it. It's gonna be dope. Like when people actually understand like the concept of where we're coming from, where it's gonna be like, wow, that's deep.
Most definitely.
And it's gonna be like some the not so deep part of you is gonna be able to like be intrigued by the lustful aspects of it. And then the deep part of you gonna be like, damn. And then the part of you that's in tune with each other, like they're gonna be like, damn, motherfuckers on some shit.
You got a boo. Read the book with your boo because
it's gonna be some.
Okay, so this person wants a general about their sex life. Right now, honestly, I feel like your sex life is really spicy. I feel like there's an excitement. I feel like that maybe in the past with your partner, y'all might went through some rough patches and maybe y'all are just becoming more open to things in your actual sex life, which I think is going to help bring you guys closer. So y'all get a little freaky there.
Nasty. I'm ready. What was the question? Who had a question?
Shawana, can you still not hear me? Checking in. Hey, y'all, if y'all can hear me, please let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Also, I'm live on WDOE Media, too. So if you can't hear me on here, you can go there where I'm live at, too, okay? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to answer this question over here. That's not it. Here we go.
See what she look like. All right.
He always, when he be singing, when he be shuffling his cards, he always sings to his card. But what do you want me to know about so and so, and what are they doing today? What do you want me to know?
You gotta talk to them. They talk to you back. All right. So it will be a fit for you. However, what you need to do, you would need to actually do some internal work. Like like you will have to basically what I'm seeing, I pulled the Page of Cups in reverse, which is more of like a immaturity card or a card where it's like refuse to grow up. And that don't mean necessarily that you you're immature. It might just mean that certain aspects that you know what I'm saying, have yet to conceptualize, or it might be hard for you to get over a certain thing. Like say if somebody talks to you a certain kind of way, or if somebody, says a certain type of thing, instead of, taking it as something that they're going through, you might conceptualize it like they're trying to be funny, and, and it might harm you and throw you off in what you're trying to do. So basically it's like, it's a fit, but what this particular situation is going to allow you to do is going to allow you to grow in like with your maturity and your inner balance. Is going to allow you to balance yourself out if you let it. If you look for the silver lining, and if you take things for what they are instead of what they look like they are, you'll be fine.
What he and also I want to add on to that, what he's telling you is going to push you into some changes. Exactly. I see changing job and stuff like that, changing career, job. So this maturity, something is going to push you into, and we're not saying you're immature like a child. I want to be straight like that, but we're saying that your thinking is going to kind of rearrange your thinking and how you think and how you see things. Okay. So while you do this one, this person wants a general on this. I'm gonna take the next one.
All right.
I'm scrolling down. I'm going in order, guys. So if I miss you, I apologize. Okay.
Numbers.
You missed the numbers. I think I'm gonna pre-announce it so I can get the numbers.
Right. I don't want to say nobody's name. You know what I'm saying? Well,
okay,
they
so
talk about
Tiffany wants to know. I just want to know if I'm on the right path in my relationship. I try to reach my ancestors, but I'm not getting a response. Tiffany, I feel like it's not more so that your relationship that needs to work. I think it's more on being in tune with yourself. For some reason, I'm sensing like there's it's like a disconnect with yourself. What your relationship is fine right now, but that disconnect with yourself is going to cause issues in your relationship later. And I'm telling y'all, when y'all in a relationship, the relationship with yourself is the most important aspect of any relationship. It's not them. It's not focusing on them. It's how you doing with you. Because if you ain't right, ain't nothing around you going to be right. So your relationship with yourself is extremely important. So always remember that and always keep that in mind. And just to let y'all know again, if it's something personal that you want to ask me, please, you can inbox me and I'll answer you via inbox. And also, please like and share. Okay, so the next person wanted just a quick general on love and relationships.
So what I'm coming up with is you got some stuff, there's some clarity. You're starting to actually see the light, and you actually know that the situation isn't right for you. If it's like a specific relationship you're talking about, like you need to let it go. It's like you kind of fought for something that really wasn't worth it. It was like you trying to project your idea of what the situation, how you want it to be, but it's a situation where you're kind of like overplaying your hand because the person ain't really for you like that. So really what it is, it's time for you to do as far as like love is just like kind of focus on you and not put yourself in a situation where you feel like you gotta, put yourself out there to be validated and to be loved. Like know that you're good enough off the rip. Like you ain't gotta have nobody do nothing to receive the love that you got to give.
All right. I also want to wish my good friend Ernetta Travis Blair a very happy birthday. I saw on my timeline, it's a lot of birthdays today. So if you've had a birthday today, happy birthday. Happy birthday, you Scorpios. Y'all, Y'all some folks there.
Mhm.
Scorpios. Also, everybody's also asking me about Michelle. Michelle is not gone. Michelle is coming back. She's in Florida. So she will be coming on screen with us soon. So she will be back. So my boo-boo will be back. Let's see. Keisha wants to know, is tarot something that's for anyone interested, or are you called to it? I think I guess my way of thinking is, if you have a genuine interest for something, you're being called to do it. So if you're really interested in tarot and how it works, you're called to do it. You know, like I'm not your typical tarot reader. I have tarot cards. I know some of the meanings, but most of the time I just look. I'm like in kindergarten. I read the picture to you. Like there's a sun and there's a horse and there's water, and whatever my intuition tells me, that's what I tell you. Most of the time I don't use a divination. But I also realized that, you know, when I tried to learn it, I couldn't really pick it up or grasp it. And I usually learn fairly quickly. And when I asked my teacher, a shout out to S. Ali Myers, he said, you know, it's not meant for you to know. So if you tried and it works for you, then it's great. But if you have a genuine interest in it, then you're drawn to do it. More than likely. So DeAndre, I wanted to ask you, like, what projects are you working? Is there anything you're working on right now?
Besides the different books that and the creative ventures that we're doing, I'm really just trying to actually get my writing off the ground. I got a couple of different concepts, a couple of different ideas that I have, and I'm very picky. I'm very much of a perfectionist when it comes to writing. So I haven't got to the point where I can announce it like, well, it's going to be this and this, but it's like I'm brainstorming, getting some stuff together. Also really eager to get like back into, like I did an open mic like last week, trying to get back into like just doing my comedy thing. Like with the whole COVID, it's been kind of like hard to try to move around and do my comedy, but it's all creative.
Speak up when you speak.
Speak up like this, like this. I gotta talk louder. My bad. I mean, shit. You smoke weed all day. It seems like it make your voice just go lower. It's my off day. I was off today. Okay, so I'm smoking weed, and it makes me talk lower. But,
that's why my boyfriend couldn't make it to support me today.
I mean, it's Weed Wednesday. Goddammit.
He's at home toasted on Weed Wednesday.
Weed Wednesday.
I was like, you gonna wake up and come?
So it's just I'm just one with weed now. Me and weed know how to work together, so I don't have to miss nothing. Cause, but yeah, it's all creative stuff I got going on. And like poetry. Y'all look, I'm about to be doing some fire poetry. I did an event the other day where I shout out to Wiz White. He had a
man, shout out to Wiz and Brittany. If y'all don't follow them, Wizney. If y'all don't follow them,
yeah, they had
on IG and Facebook, follow them. They have a show.
They had this little erotic poetry event the other night. It was like some sexy shit, like the walls are sweating. And
the walls were sweating.
Yeah, like I did some poetry, so I'm eager to actually get back out here.
You did some nasty poetry.
Yeah, I did a little nasty.
He's dope on the poetry game. I remember the first time I heard him was at Park Place, and he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna get on stage." He said it so nonchalantly. I'm like, "Whatever." Man, this brother got on stage. Woo!
Talk my little shit. Say my little.
He got bars. Bars. So this person wants to know, I'm in a relationship, and is there marriage for us? It's a possibility. I'm kind of iffy on it. So I'm not feeling like a for sure yes and a for sure no. Like there's some work and some kinks that need to be worked out, but I can't say right now, yeah, marriage, yeah. I don't see it yet. But that doesn't mean that it isn't gonna happen. Not at all.
What you gotta ask yourself is, what do you see? Like what is your idea? And then once you have your idea, you gotta communicate with your partner. What's their idea? Then you gotta get a collective idea so you can communicate collectively and keep your keep the communication. That's the big thing about relationships, because you got to be able to communicate and relate to each other. The root word of relationship is relate.
Relate.
So if you can't relate, it's hard to be able to work with somebody. So find ways to relate with your partner.
It's very important, and learn how to be able to take criticism.
Mm-hmm.
That's extremely important. If you can't take if you cannot take a person telling you about yourself, you probably shouldn't be in a relationship. You have to be able to take criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how perfect y'all are, there will be differences.
Always.
So that goes in with that ability to relate. How do you settle your differences? Can a person sit down and tell you how they feel without you taking it too personal or going overboard?
Very important.
And also, do you have my back? Do you have your partner's back? Like, are you gonna I'm not gonna sit let anybody talk about my partner. You gonna sit let anybody talk about your partner?
No.
Yeah, like that. Because I sometimes I hear people they talk about their loved ones, and that's just a no. Like, I wouldn't dare say anything about Rachel around him. Like, well, that's my sister anyway. I wouldn't disrespect her anyway, but I am mad at you for not coming out here, just in case you watch the playback. So we got Brittany Husky, question for you. Is this ancestral or just any messages overall from spirit? You can answer the next one. Kara Hayes Goodwin wants to know, is there anything good for me?
Kara Hayes Goodwin. What is going on with Kara Hayes Goodwin?
I'm gonna do the drum with him.
What is going on? Kara Hayes Goodwin. All right, Miss Kara. It looks like good. The good thing is that it's a lot of change coming. That's the good.
That's the first thing that came to mind was change.
However, it's not even a however. You're going to have to basically get rid of the insecurity and not look for other people to shoulder your load. And what I mean by that is, don't feel like you always have to don't feel like somebody's out to get you all the time, or don't feel like you always need help. You gotta build that strength up in you, and that tenacity and that fight to get through the hard times, the tough times, the times that are challenging, because they're not times to hurt you. They're times to basically show you how strong you are, for you to actually put your ability in motion, and for you to manifest change, and for you to see how much power you truly have. So you got some people around you that may be a little corrupt, that may have some issues. They're not the most morally intact. But what that tells me is that you need to actually put more trust in yourself, because if you had more trust in yourself and you were secure with yourself, you wouldn't even allow these people of these types of energies to be around you. So it's good, but it's about change and doing the things that you need to change to make better come.
Change is good, guys. It may suck at first, and it sucks in the beginning, but change is always good. Change is already good. Mariana Nixon says she is digging the male energy. Ain't you? He's a gem. I always love it when he's on.
Appreciate it, Mariana.
Appreciate it, Mariana. Appreciate it. All right, Brittany wants something ancestral. Let me go back to a reverse. I won't lose a reverse. Okay. Brittany, I always get a gentleman for you. I don't know why, but he's an older gentleman. I feel like he's balding. He doesn't feel like a very tall man. He feels rather small. He's got like a shuffle in his walk. Like I can hear his feet shuffling. Back hunched a little bit. I guess the message that I have for you, Miss Brittany, is that if you're not looking to have another child, I strongly suggest you take the precautions right now not to get pregnant. I know your baby is beautiful and he's a tiny little thing, but just so that you don't get pregnant again, or if you want to wait, if not, I'm smelling baby all over you, like new pregnancy all over you. And that's kind of the sense that he's giving me too. So if you haven't gotten any on any birth control yet, please do. And if you are on birth control, it could be the birth of a new idea or a business. I'm feeling babyish though, but it could be the birth of an idea or a business. So anything, something creative coming from you on your aspect.
She just had a baby?
Yeah, he's 2 months old. He is so cute. Ah! Yeah, kiss cheeks.
Fertility.
Okay, so I'm gonna give this one to you. Hadiza, hey cousin, wants to know, are there any messages from the angels from me? I'm seeing several children around you. Do you have several children, or are children drawn to you? You got several children? Okay. You want to knock out the message?
Hold on, let me see. Let's see what the cards want.
So guys, I want to know, tell me in the comments, like, what are some of your spiritual practices? What are some of your daily practices that you do every day? Do you pray? Do you meditate? Do you journal? What do you do? Oh, she's got 6 kids. She says, hopefully no more babies this soon. But thanks so much, Dad. All right, then you might want to clank. I
don't know. It's like, I don't know how her love life is going, but it's looking like she got some type of a partner. Now it could be some type of a passion interest. It could be like a job, it could be a career, but it's like you have something lining up, like your passion and your desires are like lining up. So it's like you just got like, it's still a little bit of push that you got to make, but everything is lining up in a good way. Like I said, I don't know if it's a relationship that you in or if it's something that you're pursuing. But if it's something that you're pursuing, like relationship wise or otherwise, it's got a little bit of push you got to make, but it's on point.
Yeah, I almost feeling like whatever it is, like, well, this is definitely about relationship of love, but I feel like whatever hard work you have going on is like paying off. Yeah. Like if you worked hard and the connection you have is going to pay off. You're working hard and you want to manifest a relationship that's going to help you carry some of the load. Whatever work you're doing is paying off. And that's what I kind of felt when I saw that too. Kind of like paying off. So let's look at some of these practices. One that is really sticking out to me that is dope. I see a lot of praying and a lot of meditating, but Devin Ray says having joy. Get into the daily practice of having joy.
She was taught very well.
Yes, her parents are the dopest. She's dope. If y'all don't know this family, I'm sorry for y'all because they are the dope. But having joy, even when things are jacked up or things aren't going according to the way you want them to go, it's very important to get into the habit of just being joyful and being happy. And the more you become, like I said, I'm going to say this 100 times, the more you become in tune with yourself, you're not going to feel anything but joy. I don't care if your house is on fire. You're going to feel joy and you're going to feel a sense of being happier no matter what it is. Great answer. Great answer. Great answer. Keisha says, I try to meditate daily, practice daily affirmations, spend time at my altar, and burn ancestor money. Great practices. I want to talk about, where's she at? I've been meditating recently, going to therapy, but in school since May. That's awesome. Awesome. Hadiza, if you ever want to talk about, I want to hear more about therapy because I've been, I see a lot of therapists, they're changing now. Like a lot of people that are coming to me for readings, I'm being recommended by therapists. Like maybe you should go see a medium or maybe you should go get more clarity. So, or maybe you should do more spiritual practices. So I'm seeing a lot more therapists. They're recommending more spiritual practices and holistic therapy. And I think that's beautiful. Affirmations. I love daily affirmations. And I think that getting into the habit of saying positive things to ourselves every day is beautiful. Even if it's getting up and looking in the mirror and say, hey,
subconscious.
I'm the bomb. It's like reprogramming, like he said, rewiring your subconscious. What are some daily affirmations you say to yourself?
I'm dope. I'm powerful. I'm gonna move through fear. It's like stuff through that. I mean, because we're gonna have things that come up and it's gonna be some shit. But if you know that, you know, you have within you to defeat it, you just got to keep. So sometimes it might take a little bit more affirmation than usual, but you know, it's definitely medicinal as far as helping you to rewrite those programs subconsciously to help you move forward.
Again, guys, we have a lot more people come in. If you want to ask me a question and you want it to be personal, you don't want your name on here, you can definitely shoot it to my inbox, and or you can ask on here. Either way it goes, we'll get them and we'll ask them. We've got about 20 minutes left, so if anybody has any questions, please get them to my inbox and I'll get them answered. Unfortunately, if you already asked the question, I'm not taking a second one. I'm only going to take one question.
Just like when you go to the deli and they be having them little samples, you can't take more than one. They're gonna run out of crackers.
Let's see. All right, inbox question. Will I ever be with the man that I love, or will I find love? I'm hearing the word new. I see you finding new love, but something is something that you have to let go.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a mindset. As long as you're holding on to a certain person, or this is for everybody, as long as you are holding on to a certain aspect or a certain person, you're not opening room for somebody new to come in. So sometimes we get our minds so made up on one person and one person we want to connect with that we're not paying attention to what God or the universe has for you might be better than the person that you're looking at.
Nah, but what's deep is we hold on to these people sometimes, and these people are our lesson. They're gonna be our lesson as long as we hold on to them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times the energy is pushing you to move, but you're scared to move because of fear. So what you end up doing is you're teaching yourself a lesson as long as you hold yourself in the holding pattern. So as long as whenever you want ready for the lesson to be over with, it could be over with.
It's your choice.
So it's up to you.
I remember for a while I held on to a specific person. I tell you, I was like,
no, I did.
I'm gonna be mad. But what I had to do was release the idea of that person. And I just said, you know what? These are the characteristics that I want in a person. And I left it up to the universe to work it out. And that's what I had to do instead of holding on and looking for a specific person, because that specific person may be a great, great person, but they may not be the person for you.
A lot of times we only be loyal to the idea of the person, and we are not the person. We are loyal to the idea of who they are, who they can be, and they haven't even fulfilled, you know, the potential of that. And we hold a that standard of loyalty to it when it don't even require that.
It's like being in love with an illusion, baby. Mm-hmm. How many of y'all done fell in love with an illusion?
It's a mirage, like they say in the commercial. I mean, in the cartoon, it's a mirage.
Okay, so Devin Ray was, are there any known or unknown ancestors trying to contact me? I miss you too, but we got to get together and do what we do best: eat food. Let's see. So Devin, I see an unknown ancestor trying to working to assist you with your path. I feel like she's feminine in nature. She definitely feels native. I don't know if you have a lot of Native American in your lineage, but she does feel native. She's got the headdress and everything. She feels very much as like a prophetess or a seer or oracle, but she feels very, very strongly in your energy. Like as soon as I closed my eyes, she was there like pow. So I think I don't feel like she's a spirit guide. I feel she's more she definitely feels ancestral. So I don't know why I asked you whether you knew you have Native in your yeah, you do. You know, I think we all do in some way, shape, or form. But she definitely guides you a lot. And she feels very, 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 very old. So I'm pretty sure you don't know this one. Okay, let me check this inbox.
that devious old lady laugh.
So this person wants to know, can you explain uneasy or unexplained anxieties?
Fear?
Fear could be one. Another thing can be is sometimes we have energies around us that don't resonate with our spirits. If you're feeling any uneasy anxieties or anything like that, try cleansing your space and see how that helps. So try saging or floor wash, Florida water, whatever you use to cleanse your prayer, whatever you do to cleanse your space and see if that helps you any. And that'd be a good way to go. What do you think?
And that's why I said fear, because I know with me, as I've been doing some introspective work, and I realized that all of the things that I'm scared of are the shit that I made myself scared of. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of times we have to get out of our heads and realize that we make the things that we quote unquote fear bigger than what they truly are, because we give it a lot of energy. If we don't give it so much energy, it can't grow. So it's about being able to, feel what it is you're going through, and then know that you got it under control.
Also, this we're in this era where this spirituality stuff is just really prominent, is on the forefront, and a lot of people, they're afraid of things they can't see. So like if you feel weird, you might see something, like you're afraid you might see something, or something might pop out that you don't want to see.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the time, I'm not saying this is you, young lady, but a lot of times, sometimes that happens as well. Okay. DeAndre, I want you to take this one. This person wants a general love reading.
What's their name?
Look, she specifically requested you. Quinae Shanika. I call her Shanika.
Oh, okay.
That's my boo. Shout out to you, Shanika.
Right, Shanika.
I want you to come on one day.
What do the cards want Shanika to know about her and love? Is it love life? Love reading?
Yeah, it is love.
What do the cards want Shanika to know about her love life?
Scrolling through, making sure I didn't miss anyone, y'all. I'm about to wear my glasses up in here. Oh my gosh. I want to thank everybody for coming on. I appreciate y'all so much. This is dope.
So really, Shanika, it's about healing. Storm is past, so it's about whenever you have the ability to make decisions, because you probably got a lot of choices. You probably got some different options. But you really gotta. The healing part is what sticks out. You gotta know what you're healing from and what it is that you're trying to go toward. Like, you know what I mean? Once you make that decision, that will make all of the other decisions and the choices easier. But it's all progress go. Like it's in the cards.
It looks good.
But it's about with you choosing the path that you're gonna take.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why you're unable to make a decision, because you want better, but you got to actually choose better and do better.
Setting clear intentions, that's very important. When you're trying to manifest something that you want specifically in your life, it is very important to set clear intentions. Make sure your intentions are clear. That's very important. Universe gonna give you what you ask for, and if you don't know what you want,
you're gonna get a bunch of scrambled.
You're gonna get some scrambled stuff. So setting clear intentions is very important. I don't care if you want the guy look a certain way. I want him to be chocolate, big, with a beard. He got to weigh 297.6 pounds. That's what you want. We'll put it out there. But that, and make sure you give the universe wiggle room.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
So you know what? LaKenta said something that stuck out to me. She says, meditate.
She always
her pregnancy. I love her too. Man. Y'all, to know this woman here.
She the truthest.
And her cooking.
Shout out to Goddess L.
The Goddess L.
Oh my God, she the truth.
And herself cooking. Ooh, child, she can cook. Yeah. But she says meditate, music, and incense. And she says pray in or around water intentionally. Mm-hmm. How many of you set intentions into your water or pray over water? I want you guys to remember that water has memory, and you can program the cells in your body by specifically praying and setting intentions over your water before you drink it. A thing that I like to do with my water is say a prayer called the Anabacoic. You can do that, or you could just say what you want. Like, look, I'm gonna be happy today. Water. So program myself to make me happy. Whatever you want to do. Water is an extremely powerful element, and you can set intentions in water. You can do work with water.
It's a medium.
Water is my element. The ocean is my element. I'm a medium. I scribe through water. I can read through water. There's a lot of things you can do with water. Water is dope. So Keisha Lene Woods wants to know, are there any messages from my ancestors? I've been working, but not sure if I'm hearing them. Keisha, that's your cousin?
Yeah, my cousin too.
I think she went to Wooden Woods. Did you? Yeah. What I'm seeing for you, dear, is that there's a lady that specifically appears to me. She's like a brown skin. She's close to your complexion, but she might be a little lighter, a little darker. And she might have been a little bit on the heavier side. I don't know. Her hair looks like she may have wore wigs at one time. She feels like a very sweet lady. Keisha, if I were you, I would do some dream work. And I would also, if you have an altar, ask for specific messages at your altar. There's some in the Bible about laying the fleece. I got to look up that story so I can share that story in the Bible, but it's a biblical story. But what you can do with your ancestors is you can request a sign. I'm telling y'all, it works. So while sitting at your altar, I remember I had asked my mom about somebody, and I was like, if this is what I think it is, or I'd be like, well, mom, can you give me a message? Just show me your name anywhere. Just show me something. My mom does not have a common name, especially not the way she spells it. And one day I'm driving, like maybe a few days later, I look and the car in front of me has her name on the license plate. So then I get out the car and I go into the restaurant and order my food. And guess what? The lady taking my order, my mom's name. And then after that, I get on the phone and I'm talking to somebody and I give a reading and they want to reach an ancestor. And guess what the ancestor's name is? My mom's name. All in the same day. So if you ask them for a sign, they'll answer you. Okay. There's different ways to go. And for Keisha too, you're pretty intuitive. I feel you up here. Whenever I pat my head, that means I feel you up here. Your meditations can be extremely powerful. So try to deepen your meditations. That'll work too for you.
See, we having some deep dreams. So that's why when you say dream work and stuff, I see we having some deep dreams.
Okay, I got one right here. I'm sorry, guys. I might not get to everybody, but I'll try my best. It says she just lost her dad a couple of weeks ago and was wondering if you or Shango were picking up anything. So what I'm picking up here is a darker gentleman. I feel like he's thin. I feel like he passed from an illness, but I feel like it was fairly sudden. There's something going on, and I feel like it might be between two siblings. It might be something going on between two siblings. And the first thing that he said to me when he stepped through was stop it. So I don't know what's going on with the family, but it's something going on with the family. I feel like there's one side against the other or a sibling against another, but it's some type of dispute. I don't know if it's over money or life insurance policies or some type of responsibilities, but I feel he's not saying it, but the energy that I'm feeling with this is really uneasy. Really uneasy. I feel like there's some bickering going on and he does not like it. His energy reminds me of he's a very fun and loving type of person. He says I wasn't perfect, but I did love everybody, and he doesn't like what's going on.
I was just saying for the Three of Pentacles, which is the group unity, so third party. So it's like it's definitely some tension in some way there that needs to be resolved.
He also wants to tell everybody that he loves them very much. it might be a younger child or somebody of teenage years that may have felt like a specific bond to him that might be particularly taking his death hard. He sends a lot of love. He wants everyone to know that he's okay and he's at peace. He actually looks happy. He's laughing. You know, he's kind of putting me in mind of one that would crack jokes here and there. I'm like, he's just the kind of funny type of guy, very joyful. And that's what I got for you. McKenna says, speak up. I keep telling him.
She keep telling me, my bad.
He was.
Man, that's what I gotta work on. My fault, y'all. If y'all can't hear me. My vocal cords are high.
There goes one for you. While he's looking at that one, I'm gonna scroll on down. Chanel Monique wants to know, do you see anything for me? Chanel, the first thing that came to mind was business. Are you working on a new business? Or is there like a business idea that you have? Because if there's a business idea that you have, baby, it's about to get popping. If you already have a business, I see growth. Okay? Devin, the difference in energies that you're seeing is a mixture with his energies. He has a lot of ancestors that surround him too. So it's like a mixture of energies, and that's what you're picking up on. Congratulations on your movement. Congratulations on your relationship. You guys, your energy feels really good. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, LaKenda just said the gym. We was talking about therapy. She says because they're realizing that textbook psychology is not healing people.
Real shit.
I feel like it's a mixture of everything. And if you cannot incorporate the mind, the body, and the spirit, you're not going to heal anybody, period. Somebody's ancestors here. I'm getting a coughing.
We saying her name.
Huh?
It's okay if we say her name. I don't know how to address it.
So the young lady that inboxed me and said, am I overdoing or overthinking my life, my decisions with life?
So basically, yeah. But it's what it is you're putting too much energy into the negative, because you're thinking about times when things didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking about times when, stuff didn't go exactly, your way. But what you have to do is, what you got to realize is when you're doing that, you're missing opportunities. Your energy isn't allowing you to focus on what is for you. You know what I'm saying? You got some important news on the way. You got some things coming your way. You just gotta. It might be one little final push. You got to keep pushing, and don't resort to that thinking of damn, it's gonna be like this or it's always like this. No, don't. The times are changing and stuff is manifesting rapidly. So what you got to do is put yourself in the mindset and align what it is that you desire. Because once you do that, you will start being able to see how it's going to work out for you versus how it's not.
Also, I'm seeing that and Jay, I hope I did answer Nikki's question. I hope she got it. If not, just tell her to hit me up. Also, I feel like it might be a lot of negative energy surrounding you that's affecting your thinking. But I do see that you're going to move out of that situation soon. Keep your eyes on the prize.
Pay attention. Keep your eyes peeled.
Keep them peeled. Thank you, Tiffany. This was dope. I have fun. I always have fun with y'all. This is super dope. LaKenta said, make a decision and stick to it.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's exactly what it is.
And to set them intentions. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Renee, this is a good one. Renee Wilson, spiritual practices. She says, I'm doing a 21-day ritual before sunrise with affirmations into water.
I need to get like her when I grow up.
Man, Renee, shout out to Renee Wilson. She invited me out to Virginia Beach and we had a ball. We did it ended up being an event. It was a blast and it was big. So shout out to her for the good food and introduction to the city and her lovely people. Great time. Mary Nene Chaney says, can you read her?
Yeah.
Renee, you need to share. I need to hear about this ritual, honey. Inbox me.
Her name Mary?
Mary Cheney. Mary Nene
Mary
Cheney.
What do we call it?
We call it Nene.
What do we call
Nene.
it? Nene to know.
LaKenta says water is an energy conductor. It's why every energy plant is set up on the water.
Yep. See, she just be dropping.
Dropping them.
What is it called?
I get my most profound psychic visions when I'm in water. I'm telling you, I'll sit in the bath and I wish I had a way to give readings in water.
You can figure it out. You can be in the water.
Hold on, when you want to read, let me go get the bathtub real quick.
Bluetooth. So basically, for Miss Mary, so I see a lot of changes. You coming out of a time where you may have been a little bit oversensitive, you may have been a little bit immature, but now you kind of like seeing the light. You kind of seeing that energy no longer serves you. So you're starting to, your vibration. I can tell you your vibration is picking up. And like, so the things that you're going through that's challenging is ending. You know, you might go through some emotional things where it's like it might be a little tough, but this is like the situation where it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. So you basically just you went from not being, you know, in a situation that you kind of desired to, you worked your way out of it to now you can see the light. So it's on the popping. Just keep doing what you're doing.
It's on the popping, sis. It's on the popping. Definitely. Shout out to her. If you want to shop at a boutique or anything like that, hit her up. She be having some cute stuff. Mary Nene Cheney on Facebook. She be having it in. She got plus size stuff too. So hit her up for the plus size stuff too, for sure. You want to do this one, and then I'll look on screen for another one. Okay. Jackie Connor says, do you have anything for me? You know what? For some reason, Jackie, I see you in the darkness and I see you coming out of this darkness in the light. So I feel like maybe in the recent past, you might have went through a little rough stint, but Spirit is assuring me that things are going to start getting better for you. So if there's something you've been waiting on or something that's going on that you need, it's going to come. And I hope that helps. Mm-hmm. LaKenta says, deep breathing, 4 in and 7 out is another spiritual practice I utilize. That's very important with meditation, guys. Make sure you're focusing on your breathing. Deep breaths in, hold your breath, deep breaths out. That helps you to relax and become more in a meditative state. Oh, and that's for another show we're going to do. Meditation is not only sitting down and being still. There's other ways you can meditate too. I jog, that's meditative for me, or I meditate in the shower. Okay, so this person says, what does my love life look like? This is an inbox question.
Basically, from what the cards are saying, it's like it's about you. It's about you being able to understand that you ain't got to take on everyone's needs. Like, you know, basically it's about taking care of yourself, and just be secure in who you are. Like, you don't have to be, you know, feel like you don't got it. Like you not, you know, basically standing up, like basically handling it. Like, so basically what you need to do is just get into you, like dive deep into yourself and don't worry about the external, worry about the internal. And then once you get the internal together and once you figure that out and once you start to see and kind of create that balance, then the outward is going to look how you want it to look like. It's going to be peace. It's going to be wishes coming true. It's going to be on point. But you just got to basically, first thing you can do is stop feeling like you got to take on everybody's pain and everybody's issues, because that's the biggest thing. That's what's causing the creative blocks. That's what's causing, like, you know, just the kind of the chaos. So just kind of take a deep breath, take care of you. And once you do that, the inside is going to make the outside look like it's going to look like.
Man, my boy dropping gems today. Hold on. If I had a mic, hold on. This is my mic. Okay. So look, y'all. He said something very important. Focus on you. You cannot help everyone properly if your surroundings aren't right. There's no way. if you ain't right, ain't nothing around you going to be right. Okay. A lot of us, especially women, we spend so much time trying to save everybody else but ourselves. Do you first, boo-boo. Put you first. Love on you first. Do you first. And I'm telling you, everything around you will manifest properly the way it's supposed to.
Because it happens inside out.
It's inside out. Like the goddess L always says, change is a what?
It's an inside job.
Inside job. Okay, let's see what else we got.
My bad, y'all, if I was talking down, but I was it was hitting me, so I didn't want to look up. I had to catch the whole vibe. The vibe was right here.
He talk like Shaq when he be zoned out. He be like,
I know, but that be when I be high. Like I ain't high. If I was high, I wouldn't be able to hear shit. I was saying.
Hello, Sibel from Sweden.
From Sweden.
I used to work with the old social worker I used to work with. She used to be from Sweden. Sweet lady. Okay, so Cordelia, she said I got to read for you, but I forgot to ask you about my brother. Did he have a message for me? Quick and simple. So I got a gentleman here. I'm not sure if it's your brother, but I could describe him. I feel like he's like brown or like a lighter brown. He's like a brown complexion. His hair looks like it's cut low. He feels thinner, but that doesn't mean that he is. I feel like his death was sudden. Like his life was taken suddenly. He does come in to send a great deal of love. He's making me feel like you've made a lot of changes in your life and they've been good changes, you know. And he's also making me feel like the changes around you are like I'm seeing the sun, like they're for the positive. I'm seeing the sun. I'm like, do you have a son? Because it might be some positive changes around your son if you have a son, or the son could mean like there could be some good changes in your life. I'm also getting my happy birthday symbol. So I don't know if it's somebody's birthday's coming up or just passed, but he's telling me to tell somebody that may be connected to you happy birthday, but I'm not specifically sure who it is, but I feel like it's feminine. I hope that helped.
Yeah, that Stevie Wonder happy birthday popped up in my ears.
It did to you too? Mm. See, look at you tapping in. Tapping in. So Terry says, tell Dre, give me a reading. He got you.
That's my cousin too.
Dre, the whole family in the building. Yeah. The whole family in the building. I'm gonna need my family to start. Where y'all at? Where my brothers at? I got 5 whole brothers.
Her business. About her business.
She sang it down.
All right, so basically, cousin, what you got to do is get back to action. The rest is done. Get back on your grind. Don't feel like the grass is greener on nobody else's side of the fence, because it ain't you ain't competing against nobody but yourself. You got unfinished business, and that's basically with you knowing that you can fulfill whatever it is that the potential it is that you have out there that you want to fulfill. And you got to make a hasty decision. Like, that's the thing about being in business. It ain't gonna be everything ain't linear. Like, everything is not gonna happen on a timeline that you have put in your head. You like, oh, this is gonna happen this gonna happen this time. It don't happen like that. You just got to roll with them punches and make a hasty decision. So get back to action. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you compete with nobody else but yourself, and make that hasty decision and keep it pushing, cuz.
Another one. Let me drop my mic. Look, if you have a business, don't worry about what everybody else doing. Worry about yourself. I'm telling you, you'll get a lot further. I'm not saying that towards you per se, cuz. I'm calling you cuz. But focus on yourself and what you need to do. Even as a reader, I never focus on what other readers are doing outside of myself. I focus on myself and what I need done. And you can still show other readers love and support, or other businesses love and support, and still focus on building and working on yours.
I do that all the time.
I always
tell people to go look up, to go read what other people, because I know they dope. Like,
I check them out, but as far as money wise, I'm not worried about how they're making money, where they money getting by, how many people they book, whether they book it versus well. I don't worry about none of that. I stay in my lane right here.
Focus on what it is that you're passionate about, what it is that the reason why you started the business. Focus on that, and that's gonna make it grow tenfold.
Now, if you cross over into my lane, we have a problem.
Crash.
You don't want to crash with me, baby. So, Tierra Jones wants a reading. Tierra Jones, for some reason, your love life is sticking out to me. So I don't know if you're single or in a relationship, but there's going to be some changes in your love life.
That's because if that's the same Tierra, we just talked about that last week.
I feel like, am I on to something?
Yeah.
So I feel like there may be some changes in your love life. So it could either be A, it might be a shift in the condition of it, or B, somebody might be walking out the door and somebody else may be coming in. Now, look, Tierra, if that's the case, you might want to take a break in between because there's some self-work that needs to be done and some healing that needs to be done. Because what I think is happening with you is that you're carrying
the same person.
You're carrying the pain and the hurt that you had from past relationships into new situations, and it's attracting more hurt and pain. So sometimes a break is needed to just say, okay, why do I keep on attracting this type of person, or what they call F-boys, whatever. I'm not saying that's you, but why do I keep attracting the same type of person? What is going on in my life? And what in my energy is making me attract the same type of person? Once you work on and change what that is, you'll see an elevation in the people that you want to connect with.
Sagittarius.
That's why I'm a Sag too, girl. I'm a Sag too. That's how I know. I'm a Sag too. Don't be hating on us Sagittarius.
Nah, you know how I feel about Sagittarius.
We stubborn. When we like a certain thing, we like a certain thing. I could just say that the partner that I manifest is nothing like anybody I ever talked to in my entire life. So take my advice. Work on yourself first. LaKenta says, the Goddess L says, it is not your responsibility to help everyone else. Renee, you want a water reading? You want me to read you while I'm in the tub, boo? I got you. I got you. So Katrina wants to know, are my parents proud of me? I'm feeling lonely. Katrina, first question I have to ask you is, are your parents deceased? Oh, she says it's her birthday. It's her birthday. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know it's somebody's birthday.
Wondering, like, yeah, that's crazy.
It's your birthday. Hey, it's your birthday. Hey, let's check his inbox. We're going to wrap it up here in a few more minutes, guys. I'm reaching the end of my psychic rope. But hey, the good news is we're going to be here every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday.
At 8 p.m. 8. So please tune in. Next week, I will briefly have a special guest. For anybody who has struggled with their skin, like acne or anything like that, my friend will be coming on to talk about some of the natural ways to clear skin up. She was diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest.
Polycystic ovarian syndrome. I think that's what it is. PCOS. But she was diagnosed with that, and she had terrible acne. And she, through natural remedies, natural teas, natural skin stuff, she was able to bring her skin back to life. So she's going to be coming on here and giving us some skin care tips. So my best friend Letitia Baines will be on next week, and she will be sharing with us some tips briefly about how she cares for her skin and her daily skin regimen to keep a clear skin. Like I said, spirituality is about mind, body, and spirit. So on this platform, I intend to take care of the whole thing. Okay. So various topics from depression, the mind, to taking care of the body, working out, exercising, eating right, into your spirit. You know,
y'all ain't saying nothing yet. Sometimes we ain't even gonna read y'all. We just gonna come and talk to y'all. Like sometimes it's gonna be like, you know what? We got shit to talk about. Like we damn to reading the questions today. We got something to talk about. So, you know, just stay tuned.
Oh man, this is gonna be a super dope. we're going to go ahead and wrap up. We are at our wits' end. For anybody, I'm sorry I couldn't get you this week. Just tune in next week. More to come, plenty more shows to come. DeAndre, if they want any services from you, please tell them how they can reach you.
You can reach me on Facebook at Shango Rising or on Instagram under Eternal Student 318. And that's pretty much the two best ways you can reach me. If you go on my Facebook page, you're bound to find my number. So if you inbox me or you call me or text me, I'll get back with you.
Shango, that's Chango, by the way. Because I know in some traditions, Shango is spelled with an S, but it's spelled with a C too. So that's how you spell it. If you guys want to reach me for any services, wait, tell them what type of services you offer.
Oh, I do tarot card readings. Basically, just inbox me and I'll give you my price list. I don't know on top of my head. It's the same as it always is. Also, like if you just got something to talk about, I mean, so I'm good at being able to kind of help you like walk through some stuff sometimes. So, if you got some questions or something that I can help out with, I got you.
Okay. Again, guys, don't forget to go to WDOE. I'm about to show y'all. Look at that. Like and subscribe to the page, follow the page. If you have a product and you would like a flyer made, or you want, we do commercials on this channel. So if you want to do the commercials, just hit me up and I'll get you to the right person who can get your flyers on or anything you want to advertise on the show. If she do commercial breaks and your stuff will be advertised. This platform is growing, so I implore you, if you have anything that you want to advertise, please hit me up and I'll get you to the right place.
Tell them if they need logos, show them the logo.
Oh, look at the logos, y'all. Look.
If y'all need logos, this is who you get with. Look at all that.
Look at it. Man, she's a double. Y'all see me up there in the corner? That's me. That is me. Hit her up. She had a special going on today. I shared it. It was $50 for a simple logo. You can't beat that. Man, she just dope. She has so much to offer. So hit me up if you want to get in contact with her for any of her services, and she got you. Now, if you guys want to reach more, I'm not hard to reach. You can always book at my website at www.jazzthemedium.com. I am Jazz the Medium everywhere. If you Google me, Jazz the Medium is going to come up. I am on Facebook, IG. I am goofy on TikTok. You can even hit me up on TikTok. I'm there. I'm everywhere. There's no way that you can't get in contact with me. I do psychic medium readings. I do regular psychic readings. I do past life readings. I will also be offering classes, and I am jumpstarting my mentorship program for anyone who would like any type of spiritual mentorship. And it's at a much lower price this time. I'm starting from scratch. So anything. And if you have any spiritual questions that you want to ask me, if you inbox me, I will not send you my PayPal for no spiritual question, because I am big on spiritual development. Now, am I going to have an hour conversation with you about it? No. But I will answer some of your questions. If you would like a reading about your personal life, that's a whole different thing. But if you have some questions about altars or meditation or grounding or anything like that, hit me up and I will answer you back, okay? And I'll send you any YouTube video links or anything that you might need for anything. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. This is exciting. Look, I'm happy. Next week, hopefully, our other guest, Rachel, will be feeling better and she'll be back. We missed her already. I'm mad at her. So DeAndre's going to tell you, Rachel, that I had a hissy fit when he told me you had a headache. But I understand. See you soon. Michelle will be back in the building. Michelle, will see you soon. Don't forget, next week, briefly, I will have my friend on for a few minutes. Her name is Letitia, and we are going to talk about skincare and the importance of skincare and some of her skincare regimens on how she takes care of her skin. She's also a beautiful makeup artist, so hit her up for any things that you want to learn about makeup. I'm not good at that stuff, but she is. So, peace.
Peace out.
I don't know how to get out of this live. How do you stop? Finish. Did it.